Hi everyone. Uh, it's a broadcast from Lanke Cup Vienna Open 2026. I'm Andrii Kravets, street professional. I will comment some of the games. Please tell me if you can hear me well, if also everything looks good, and then we can start. So we start today from the round two. The tournament was started a bit earlier. I think in round one there was no like really big sensations. I, the pairing made this way that players with a high rating play with a player with way lower rating, so it's was expected to be, let's say, that the favorites will win. Starting from round two, it's way more competitive, even now, and we can see what will happen. So, um, also this time it should be two of us, like it should be me commenting and Tongi, but there is like a huge heat right now in France, so Tongi cannot join, at least today. We will see about tomorrow. So I will comment alone. About the games for today. There is 8 players who win the first round. Um, and I will just tell you. So it's Kim Do-hyuk, Elian Grigoriou, Lukas Podpera, Lin Viktor. It's basically pairing. And Ashe Vazquez and Jabarin Ali, Benjamin Dréan-Guénaïzia, and Valerii Krushelnytskyi. Basically, there is 4 games for the people who didn't lose yet. And um, I will take only 3 of these games, so I will skip the games between Kim Do-hyuk and Elian Grigoriou. There is a difference between rank is big, and I think there is a big chance that Kim Do-hyuk will win. If Elian would win this game somehow, then we can just check this game probably briefly in the next round. I think that would be fair. Yeah. Freda, about the if we pick the winner, so we have 3 games. First one is Valerii against Ben. Second of one, Ashe against Ali, and Lukas against Viktor Lin. So Lukas against Viktor Lin, I think I bet on Lukas. Ashe against Ali, I don't have any clue. And also Ben against Valerii, I also don't know. I think they are all 50-50. If I have to choose, mm, probably Ben and probably Ali. I would guess like this. But I think the last two are really, really difficult. And I assume from the perspective of current shape, but I don't know really how good is Ashe at the moment. But we will see. Also, I can see a bit of this game, and I think also, I mean, it looks probably slightly better for white to me, so I would uh, take this one, I guess, as slight advantage for Ben also. Okay, let's go with the games. So I start with the game Valerii against Ben because they are like by far faster playing the game than others. By the way, the time settings here is 45 minutes plus 20 seconds per move. So I think game maximum will last 3 hours. It's very hard to make it longer. So yeah, sounds like mm, sounds like we will have a time for 3 games, so should be no problem. Okay, I will start from the beginning, set a chat. Yeah. So China was, as usual, difficult. Uh, Overall, playing like there was same people almost, and only Benjamin was a new person compared to Lukas last year. and I think Mateusz 2 years ago. So overall, I think all of us in the beginning were like really losing games, one-sided. But in the last few rounds, the games were always competitive, I think for all of us. And Ben had really good games, which he was like really, I would say, close in endgame. Sometimes he was even ahead. The same Stash was winning some games. I was ahead in some games. Uh, Probably the opponents get a bit weaker, and then you have a chance. But still, in this like 50-50 situation, Asian pros are still way better, and they are like winning this like 50-50 games. But it was interesting. It was nice experience. Let's go for the game. So this is a standard opening. I review some of the games. So in China we did this following way. So there was the game starts around 12. We play the game until I don't know 6 or 5. Then afterwards we had dinner, and after that we review all of the games all together. And I review few of the Ben games like that he played. He really like this Joseki in this direction, and also he likes this kind of fight. So I saw in his games he really played this variation a lot. Uh, I mean, he didn't win the games, but the opponents were really strong, and always the game was close. So I think he feels really comfortable in this kind of situation. Yeah, this all looks good. This is wrong. This. Yeah, this is so far is a Joseki, and up to here everything is even. Like probably Black could also, I guess, play the soft variation. This is also fine. But I guess Valerii is not also the person who will just go for the easy variation. Uh, this is still okay, and both players didn't make a mistake. They just decided to play instead of simple, I don't compromise Joseki to move to the fighting one. And now Black cut White into two groups, but both groups has like group A and B, both has really a lot of possibilities to make eyes. For example, we see, and also here we have some core, which also gives us some options. So at this point, the game is completely even. Yeah. And up to here, I think the all moves are ideal. White also kind of have to turn. If you now answer on the bottom, then this Keima feels like gives a lot for black on the top, so I like kind of turn. Turn looks cannot be bad. And from this point, I think black made some of the mistake. Black decided to build the top, and generally top is big, but I think it's really important to play this Keima. So if you play this Keima, and let's say white would play here, you can capture these stones, and I don't think this is playable for white. So white have to answer, and then you can just come back. And this exchange helps a lot for black in future. And this way, I think black would be like kind of a bit more comfortable. In a game, black missed it, and now white get it. And I think from this point, white is not bad in a game, because white managed to play also on top and on the right. Looks good. So here white kind of want to play Atari, but I am not sure we can. Probably it looks so risky. I mean, overall, I don't know if this is playable. Probably white is fine, so we can play Atari. Like, even though the stones are dead, it feels like somehow that white get a lot out of this. But I guess it's not that necessary. So I would assume that position would be like this, but here Valerii kind of play this Hane, and I think white should exchange this just in order to get some center, and maybe even to continue the attack. But white decided just to answer, And the position is like this, which is, I guess it's even. It would be really good for white to exchange it. I don't know why Ben just skip it. Probably didn't think it, probably just thought that Panuki is too much. But anyway, when you want to, like, if you have this kind of pattern, and when the next move here you want to turn, most of the time you need to play this Atari, because in this situation you get turn for free, even though black shape is significantly stronger. But now you like can get one extra jump or something, and this jump has a bigger value than this Panuki. Like this, black is comfortable, turn is big still, and here, yeah, Valerii jump. This is also a shape point for both, and this point Valerii play peep, which is looks natural. And after this, I guess there is no cut. So if we try to cut, probably we can play something like this. Not really 100% sure how good it is. Probably it's okay. Just looks slightly dangerous, but I guess black is fine here because white made really heavy shape. At the top becomes a bit weaker, so white at the moment cannot cut. Maybe there is a better moves which I don't see. For example, right now also considering this, maybe this is just kills the stone. Looks like it just the stones, it's just that. Yeah. So there is no cut. Black take the center and take the corner. Makes a lot of sense to me. And yeah, here this Joseki is interesting. So the point here that when we are strong, like right now white is strong, we can try to play this like this is the complicated Joseki with this. This is usual standard Joseki on empty corner. For white, it's okay to play because black may exchange AB. And after this exchange, there is some, like these stones on the left can easily live by capturing a stone at some point. So we can play B at some point in a fight and live. So it gives some options. Usually if black is not going to exchange AB, we never try to go up because we create like technically we give two cuts for black and black can just play around them. But if you're so strong as here, white in this position, I think by itself white can afford it just from the perspective that black cannot get much from these cuts. Yeah, and this is the game. And here I'm not sure about this. I think this is probably not my first intuition. I would play this just to be sure that the move is center. I mean, this would be the best, but probably white would play something like this. But in any case, do we care much about that? This feels not that easy to just answer by itself. I'm just wondering, do we have some other options here to play? If we just play like this is just too much because we are not alive. So it feels a bit too much. We need to exchange this to be alive maybe in center. And then I guess we just yeah, play this to have the cut and then play elsewhere. I think this is the best what black can do here. In the game it was just a cut and white got extend, and I think up to here white is looking not bad. So black played this one. This makes sense. We would answer. Then black also answer and white answer. The previous one was somehow slightly better better for um, like in previous one we get center and the corner was a bit smaller, so I think this is even better for black. Could white play some strange move like this? Probably we would just come back to the previous one. I think this is the better one because in this case most likely, maybe not like this, in this case it's slightly better. You don't really want to defend here as black, even though it's like a lot of points. You want to play elsewhere, and then white would capture in center, and this is by far more points. So maybe this would be the best option for white to play this slightly weird Kosumi. And again, if you don't exchange this, then it would be like the corner would just die. So this is kind of necessary. Here I think black was a bit too fast with this move, I guess. Also just solid connection would do the same work. Probably it would be just better. It's just more points. So again, it would be the same. But now we can get this. Yeah. Okay. So I think here black get not bad result, get center, play the next big move. So overall I like black position. Also here I'm even wondering how big is to play this Hane from the beginning. Because it's a lot of points, it's double center for both players. I'm not even sure for whom is more. And it's a 3 points, so basically it's 4 points plus some follow-up, which is also pretty big. And I'm not sure, can we play it now or later? I assume still when we have a corner, like here or something around A, or maybe around B, this is a bit more urgent at the moment, but way after I would think I would just play C because it's just double center looks big. Okay, this is also big. We are making our group alive, forcing white. This is a bit too much, I guess. So I think my first option is to push maybe and then jump, or to turn and then maybe build some shape just to be sure you're alive. I think this is way more simple way. And this way, yeah, black would just cut, and it's not like you can fight. I don't think it feels that this fight white will just die here. And that's why black cut, white have to come back, but then it's more like we play here and then Keima, which is, I guess, not the best move, but okay. But this exchange definitely feels weird. When we count double cent, you add the points together. I think the best way to count double center, like the thing is here, it's not a double center. I think I would count like this. Like if it's just double center, 2 points per player. This is easy to count if both players answer. For example, right now, I would assume that none of the players would answer. So let's say if white would play well, let's say now white would play it. I don't think, well, do I answer this as black? Oh, this is difficult. Probably we do, I guess, because it's a lot of points. So if we count this and this, I count this as a double points in this case, and maybe some additional points here. Yeah, so it would be something like this, and it's 15, 16, 17. It's 34 points, but also just by points is maybe not enough, but A, um, is like has also some value. This cut is not really useless. You probably can get something like P. So if, let's say, black can get this, then in theory you can just ignore it. Also, you have some options afterwards. So I think this is okay, just to ignore and play ko. But as far as black didn't use A, I think you cannot play the ko. So for white, it's really center. I don't think black can ignore it. For black, from the other side, it's a lot of points. So it's reverse center 4 with the possibility to destroy around, I would say 20. So it's like 14 in reverse center, which makes it pretty big. And I think black should just play it straightforward. It feels big, even now. Probably as big as playing elsewhere, maybe even bigger. I don't know. It all depends how much points you can destroy with the second move. If it's just pure center, if like white will answer, then it's clear gain for black, and I think black is super happy with this. But I just assume that also Valerii considers, and I assume Ben would not answer here, because they both know that just answering double center is clear loss, and if you don't answer, then it's not obvious if it's like how big the loss is. Yeah. But it's also not easy. I think with this double points, it's always hard to count. And usually in order to count double points center, you assume it's quota. Because double points, like if it's double point center, then it's just good for both. But if it's center, complete center only for one player, then you can go, yeah, to the more specific variations with numbers. TLDR is difficult. What is TLDR? I don't know. This looks like decent exchanges. Wow. I feel like here I want to cut. So at this point, we have A, B, M, I, and even if it would be something like this, like I think this group is completely alive and white is dying. So if it's like this is not acceptable. I think white is dead. Um, I see. In conclusion, it's difficult. Yeah, about the playing endgame in the early, yeah, usually the worst thing that you can make your opponent stronger is true, but here, yeah, it's just cash, so you can consider this from the perspective of full points. I think here the cut is a chance. I think white also played too much. Like, this would be so way easier to play something like this. Or maybe this is not so easy to build the shape. I think this push is too much. The point is to get something like this and defend, or like this. But there is nothing really like this cut. I think black could just get a dominating lead. I don't know what to do as white in this position. Because all these exchanges, like that you, let's say, capture 2 stones, I just feel that black takes by far more with this. Yeah. Okay. Valerii is playing so soft. So probably he assumed he's better, which I'm not really sure. And black has a lot of points, but white also has a lot of points, so it's probably even. And both players are happy to just play this kind of close game. By the way, they both play in online league in Iglo, and very often they have this type of games where eventually it is really close in range like of 3 points. They both play compromises till the end, and then eventually someone is winning by small margin. I think recently been won few last games, but it's very close and it doesn't really. I mean, in tournament it's a bit more different than in just online. Okay. Also, I think it would be way easier probably to just play here. Yeah. Yeah, about that, I think here about this, if we talk again about this center, so in this case, I think even down player would respond. I think only like everyone would respond about this from both sides. Up to level maybe 5 done. I think 5 done or maybe 4 done already can consider not to respond. If you're like 3 done, this response looks reasonable. If you're like, yeah, if you are 30q, I think this response looks like the only move because the stone would be captured. So it's a bit tricky with this to find at which level you would answer and which you will just ignore it. Yeah, also, it's even though I tell like, by points, this is clear 4 points plus, I think. Maybe, well, there is a Hane, maybe 3 points plus. So it would be like 3 points because anyway, most likely you need to answer later. So it's 3 points plus, but there is some things like cost rates. In this situation, let's say we defend like this, probably we don't have that many cost rates as white. As black. In this situation, it's vice versa. Like black now have a cost rates in the corner, and this cost rates like cut and playing like it's pretty big cost rate to capture. This makes the game like the AI would not show this full 3 points. It would be like 1.5 or something, which eventually not that much. I mean, it's okay to play it or not to play. Maybe it's correct. And very often in like tournament games, if you would start to think like I do this in the stream, like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, should I play it or not? Um, Eventually, it's the time you spend it maybe not worth this 1.5 points or 2 points you can gain. So you need to also be a bit careful with that. And sometimes probably the players also just consider it's better not to play and play the moves that we are confident and not to be low on time afterwards. Yeah, I think at this point Valerii found some nice Tsuji. So probably white has to answer and something like this will happen, or this way. This way looks somehow questionable. It's like it feels a bit dangerous for white in any situation. And also maybe white can live somehow, but if you need to live in some way, also it's not guaranteed it's alive. Like maybe you can live, but I'm not sure. Doesn't feel alive. You don't want to play co. This also doesn't feel good to play co with the group in a half of the board. So here I'm not sure. Probably the connection is correct, but then black managed to get really nice sequence. Maybe even like this. And black managed to cut the white's position into two groups, and this feels like a really good result for black. So probably just connection would be correct. But anyway, we will see what will happen about this game later. I think black is just should be leading by a bit, but again, this is still long game. So now I want to move to the second game, and second game for today would be Ashe against Ali. And this game is a bit weird from my perspective. So wait, where it is? This one. Yeah. So Ali is black and Ashe is white. It's a bit weird because uh, like style of Ashe is really uh, looks looks like he's choosing interesting options which are soft. somehow, but they are still in a range of decent moves. For double center endgame, I would say 30k response, one done ignores that. Yeah, maybe you're correct about that. 9 done would consider it earlier, yes. So, about this matchup, I don't even remember when Ali played against Ashe in some tournament in like recent years. Also, I didn't see Ashe playing a lot. I think he was, as far as I remember, in USA and he didn't play for a few months, at least in the tournaments. So right now he come back, and I also don't know. That's why in which like how good is he at the moment. But for example, Ali won the tournament. I think the previous one, which was in Amsterdam. So Ali is in a good shape at the moment. That's why I think that Ali is a bit favorite here. But again, this is both players have an even rating, and it depends a lot how much, for example, Ashe is playing online in recent days. Yeah, this all is good. This I'm not sure. Should be not bad. And yeah, this jump also looks kind of okay. I'm not sure I would play like this. I prefer here not to play at all, so probably I would play something like this. And on this one you can still play here or this. You have still some stuff to do. Just running from the beginning by itself it cannot be bad, but it feels like a bit weird choice. Yeah. Eventually it just creates a group from the beginning, but cannot be that bad. Yeah. This makes sense. We don't want to give points for free, so it's fifth line. Also, this might be too much because of the cut. So if it would go like this, I think this is pretty decent for white. White managed to settle the group, but I guess Ashe is afraid of the kind of cut like this, and white's shape is not really settled, and this is just too many cuts, I think. So yeah, something like this, way more normal. Also, we are aiming and this move at A in future. This one. I also checked this game a bit before the stream, and for me it feels a bit weird to play A, but this is not a bad move. Point is that you kind of, as white, want to play here, but then you don't have a clear way to respond to this move. So if you play something like this is a cut. If it's like this, anyway, black can capture, and it doesn't look that white is like really happy about it. Also, maybe we can play here and then cut. There's like somehow a lot of problems with this tiger mouse. So eventually, it's not so easy to find a move for white. And Ashe in this point reinforce, which looks good. He defend, he makes the shape. Everything looks good for him. This one, I think as black, I would somehow want to play this. It feels that if you can get something like this exchange is probably fine. So I would just aim just a solid extension, and I think the position would be like this, and then we would play elsewhere. In the game it was a bit different. It was this one, and then white play here, but now we have two cuts, which is not a problem at the moment. Maybe we cannot even use them, but still, black position is a bit thin at the moment. Maybe it's not a bad idea to even play from the right. By the way, I always play two space extension here. The thing is that in this case, I still assume maybe black can build something, and if I play like this, I don't think this is like just ready enough. Feels too like that white corner is bigger than all black territory. But probably it's also okay to just play like this. Yeah, and just try to aim on this cut, because white after spending a move in B looks alive to me. And maybe black can run, but it's not like a big problem for white. Yeah. Anyway, in the game he played here, black take the top. Okay. So this is the moment where I would probably play aggressive. Usually just sec is like this. And then you can maybe play the shape point. So this is the peep. Usually we play like, if you want to use the cut from the perspective of peep, the diagonal way is the best. This way we will get some moves and then our shape is kind of settled. And also it's like a lot of points, looks pretty nice for white. And it's not so easy. If you just play like this, maybe white can just play elsewhere or yeah, just defend the right. So I don't also think just simple defense would work. Maybe here black has some options to somehow play more aggressive, but I don't think you can kill top. It's just too open. And if we play the simple move, okay, he played like this. I saw this move recently in a professional game. I think it was who it was. Yeah, it was one of the tournament. It's LG Cup. I think Jan played this way with the Japanese guy. And this is one of the Josekis, and now we have options between A and B. So if we play A, kind of the top becomes smaller, which is okay. If we play like this, then we attach. And then we answer, and probably white will just play something like this. This is a usual variation, like in the reality of top players. And it makes sense that Ali just defended, like it. And I don't think this move is bad, it looks okay. White just play here, also looks good. This move also helps a bit for the cut. If we just cut straight forward, I would assume that most likely black want to play Atari to fix the other cut. And then in this situation, this stone looks kind of in a perfect position to rescue stones at the B. I'm not sure we need to do it at the moment, but definitely when you play A, B option is way more alive at the moment. Maybe later again when there is no obvious moves. Also, how to decide what to play C or B. I think Ashe at the moment just don't know if his B is clearly good and C is clearly not bad, so you just take something which is not bad. And I think if black would decide to defend, then like just white is happy about that already. Like if we don't make this exchange, black would defend like this and the area would be significantly bigger. My variation. Okay. Try to cut. We need to run with the stones. There is no way we don't run. I'm just wondering what moves we can consider. So one option is to use some kind of cross cut like this. But at the moment I don't see a clear value of it. So if we just even play something like this, black just defends. And there is no really value of it. So I don't think we need to do it. We lose options like Keima later if we will survive with the stone. So just normal Keima looks okay. I think here again jump looks also good. Probably he wants to get this in center and then he's not afraid of the just being enclosed, which is kind of makes sense because it's not clear if black can really kill it. But to be honest, it looks a bit dangerous. Somehow I feel I would not play it like this. I would consider that if I play like this, black play here and I jump, I'm not even sure that these exchanges are good for black. I think they're in fact not good for black. So I also don't see a point to play on top if I'm not really afraid that black would play there. Yeah, this is the game. Oh, wait. Uh-huh. Okay. I mean, it was the same as I just wanted to show, but just this is significant worse because you have a Hane, and then if you can get it like this and then jump, it looks by far more alive. Okay, this is just a pip. But again, I don't know, it feels just so natural to play here and just for free to get these exchanges. There cannot be bad. Also, at some point, if you connect, maybe there is some stuff in it, like with these cuts. I think black, this B was overplay. But now when black play Hane, suddenly I'm not sure about it. I still think white is good, but I don't see a clear way. Yeah, now we just defend. Or not, okay. And now you just defend, somehow. Maybe you can exchange this, would be not bad. Yeah, but it's not necessary also. So it should be somehow alive like this, probably with the turn. But can we play also like this? Because if we can push and capture, right now it like this is just impossible to rescue. I mean now we just need to kill the eye somehow here. I think all moves would work. So this is not possible. It means that we need to give it and black capture some decent amount of points and get like strong position. So I'm not sure we can do that. And I think like this we can live. Or not. Probably it's alive. And also, if you alive like this, I think without exchanging AB, probably black is don't really mind it because after some time, some move around C or D would just give more for black. So I think at this point, black is like just comfortable in this position. To be honest, I like D more. Because if you run, it's not really that important. Maybe also some push like this is center, so you can put even more pressure on white. So I'm not really sure it's alive at the moment. Like, there is some troubles. Maybe you can extend. Yeah, maybe extend is okay. But the white group is not really easily alive. It's has problems, and if other group will run, then maybe you get some center moves to kill that white group. This way, white is happy to live locally, black gets some stones, but that's it. And yeah, okay, this is also big. Like, in this moment, I think white is not bad as far as this is alive. So my intuition that AI would say that white is okay, but my feeling that this Agi is like AI knows how to do it around it, what to do with this group, and in reality it can be a bit painful, I feel. And maybe if Ali will find a way how to use this in a good way, then maybe he have another bad chance to win this. So let's assume something like this happens. And let's imagine we want to kill it. So what do we do? There is only one way. Is to play this, this, and this. And the point is, can we build an eye here? Like if there is nothing really extra. So on this we play here, and then we destroy an eye. There is some Ashe, but we assume that Ashe is not really working at the moment. What else we can do? On this one, this is way more easier to destroy an eye. It's probably dead. So that's the trick. And at this point, if we start it directly, let's see now. Now, some moves like this can give you something, some chances. Also, I'm not really fan of this kind of move. Probably it's working, but it's really on the edge. Because now, if you play this, well, it's hard to completely say that this is alive or not, but the point is that usually at this case we can just defend and then run. Is it running? It's not running. Oh, wait. Yeah, somehow white will escape. So basically all moves in the inside, like in this area, somehow is center to kill. And that's why probably black is good. I think here white most likely needs to jump. I think this is wrong, and this clump is a very nice move. Even though he gets squeezed a bit, black get a lot here. White still need to defend. And this way, I think black is just good in this game. Everything just working perfectly for black. And yeah, maybe you don't need to defend. Uh-huh. It was like this. Uh-huh. Okay, this I didn't expect. We cannot do anything else except this. So white would play here. This is slightly annoying, so we can try to play something like this to be sure. But to be sure that we cut off the group, but I don't know if we win the Liberty race. It feels not really obvious here. But I guess, yeah, black has more liberties. By one. Maybe also there is a better way how to do it. But I think this is in any case would be very similar. Yeah, and this was what the same way where how it was before. But this is also a bit tricky move. Maybe there is a way. It's not that clear. But I think this is the only way. If white would capture, I think we can play this, this and this. This would be good. White can play g11 and capture 2 stones. So, yeah, true. But this probably is center, I assume. Or like this. This one is center. So I just missed the exchange. And now black would kill it. Sorry. Yes. In fact, this also Atari doesn't give you much because you still need to come back. Yeah. But eventually the result, I think this is what they are looking for. But it's not only one problem. I think also this. Yeah, it's kind of same all the time. It looks similar, but I'm not really 100% sure that we are winning this. Maybe Kusumi, maybe it makes the situation more clean, or like this. Yeah, this is more clean. But again, it's like only one liberty, so I don't know if Ali can count this. But the problem is there is no other move, so I don't think you can play whatever else. Maybe this, and then this, but it's again, it leads to the same way. So I think there is like only one way how to play this. And this variation looks good for Ali, and if Ali can kill the top, like this is also not really good. I think in this situation maybe we don't need to play even so direct, but eventually even if this group would escape, black would be solid here and this is dead. So all these fights looks kind of hopeless for white. And the only thing, can black find this move? If yes, then I think the game looks really difficult for white. And probably starting from this turn was like a big overplay. And he should play something more softer. Like again, this one was a bit too much. Maybe this one probably is okay. And just to give it, yeah, maybe something like this. Just to get some endgame. But this is also some trouble there. I don't know. Just feels that like my first intuition maybe answering on the Kosumi is wrong, and maybe we should just play this and try to play faster, because this combo altogether we defend from both sides this 10 points, and 10 points is not a lot. So at this point I think we assume that this is big, but this is kind of Gotha, and we just take whatever big move on the bottom and just continue to play. I think this is fine. Or like, yeah, play something like this maybe. And try to build the bottom. So it's okay. Whatever you would play, it should be fine. Just I think we cannot be committed to this area at the moment. Until at least we don't have this. I think right now it's okay. But without the exchange, it's a bit too much. Okay, so let's see. Did Ali find the move? Yeah, Ali find the move, and I don't really know what Ashe should do, because it's not like I feel like Ali didn't have the choice. Also here, so everything is just forced. We cannot really live like this. I mean, maybe we can, but I don't think you really want it. And also, white still can answer. So there is no other move as this one, and I just didn't find the solution for white at the moment. So would be probably something like this, or maybe he can play here and then somehow live. Yeah, maybe this is the way. But in any case, even this, just by living and black just getting another move, it looks just simply good. I think black is anyway good here, so this is another option. Yeah. White is in trouble here, I think. Yeah. And it's not even easy to find a way how to solve this trouble, because most of the time you want to play this, but I think here it just feels that leads to a very difficult fight. Okay, Here I think we can also stop. I try to make kind of each game for half an hour and then go with one more circle. So now it's also there is not much you can talk about. And just White has a lot of not alive groups. Maybe White has more points. So if White will handle everything in a like good way, then White has a chance. But I think here situation feels really difficult. Well, and now we need to just play this, I guess. This, and this. This is the game, I would assume, and somehow I don't see a clear way what we can do here. Like, I'm trying to find a way how to make it competitive, maybe like this. So in this one we need to play the Tiger Mouse, but even with Tiger Mouse it feels that might be enough for black to just cut it off altogether. Left is not alive. So if we continue this fight, eventually, like it's not like these two groups would live all together. Well, maybe, but again, we can just exchange something, and if you don't answer, then we basically kill it. What is it so easy to kill? Hey, here maybe we need to be careful. Maybe it's not that easy, but it feels somehow that black would find a way. Yeah. Okay, we can come back to this. Let's go to the third game. Third game is so here this one. Yeah, it's Viktor and Podpera Lukas. So about this pair, for me it's even harder to judge compared to the previous one. The problem is Podpera. Oh, not Podpera, the Viktor. He's not really active in a lot of tournaments, so I don't know how strong is he. Sometimes he's performing pretty well. I think his best results was somehow third place or fourth place in European Championship like 9 years ago or 8 years ago. Uh, but right now he's not really doing that well, or not like maybe not that well. I would say not active that much. And it's very hard to say how good is he in this tournament. Will he find his way to just perform well? And yeah, Lukas is just always like he's always playing not bad. So I would assume this is not clear. I'm also looking here in some combinations. So first what I'm looking is this, but I guess this is just that. It's not obvious. Like to me, this is, Liberty Race is not obvious, and I think black should be fine here. But I'm not sure. Like this group eventually should die. I think so. Yeah, should be that. And that's why I think this should be fine, but not that easy. He started with the other way approach, which is also okay. And again, we can play something else. Probably not. Yeah, maybe we still can give up 5 stones later if we need to. But let's go from the beginning. So here I think Lukas is a clear favorite. Didn't had like amazing results this year. Well, he finished second in Grand Prix, which was good. He finished third in tournament in Romania, I think. And in last few tournaments, he didn't perform that well. I think in Prague he also didn't perform well. He was like maybe lower than top 10 which is with his rating is usually not good. And in Amsterdam, I also don't remember he was in top, so maybe he didn't play this year. So eventually he doesn't have that many good results. Like in the first half of the year, like in first few months, he had not bad results, but now maybe some, bad streak. But again, here the difference in rating is pretty big. So first interesting thing is Viktor tried to capture. So first of all, it's always okay to capture like this, but this is also fine. And most of the time we play like this. This. The point is that at this point we want to have center. Force white to answer, and now to have center to make this exchange and then answer somehow like this. This is one of the common openings. I don't know also about this, maybe here. Don't really remember. I think computer likes some moves here. Doesn't matter which one. And this is the standard opening. But with this way how Viktor did it, it's a bit weird because now this move is not centered. It doesn't put any pressure. And I'm not sure we are again interested in this. Maybe we are more interested in this at the moment. Like usually I like to have this kind of formation, but if I already don't have it, this formation is just, again, computer would say it's okay, but it's not that easy to play. This is black. It's just a lot of influence and that's it. And I'm not really confident about it. It probably is fine. It's for sure possible to play, just harder. Okay. This one looks not good. Or maybe there is not much you can do. I'm just trying to count. Do we have something like this? But I mean, you can live in a corner. But I don't think at the moment when there is a group dying, like somewhere here, it's a good idea to live in a corner. So most likely white will never use it. White can play the move like this. And then you can just defend. But it's not even looking scary for black. So I think the jump makes more sense. What even makes even more sense to me to play here, because this jump is still creating area which is not yours. And you need still at least one move around A to defend it. I just pointed out to make use the stone of C, but this area looks shaky, so I would not play that. It's probably better than this, but this is, again, I think we had this in the Ashe game against Ali, that this is clearly not bad. This A or B, this is clearly not bad options, and C can be good, can be AI move, can be -3 or -5, and it's very hard to estimate this like just like that. And A is probably is always okay. Double Hane. Okay. I think this looks just not good. Altogether, what? I think even maybe this is better to play this, and then Keima try to attack. But double Hane, he gets a lot of points. But white kind of get nice shape in center, so white can just add an extra move, which is Lukas is doing. This all is good. This is interesting. Guess it's also okay. We need to fight. I think I would go for the fight here. And then jump. To me, it looks not that clear. But I think this is also okay what he did, just to be sure that he is alive. Now he can jump. Everything looks good. This one, in this position, we never play. In this position, this attach is not good. Um, uh, Maybe we can cross cut, but white has so many stones around. Maybe still okay. I'm not sure. I think cross cut might be fine. To play something like this, get some center moves, and then play Surfer. I think this is fine. But what we don't do, we don't play this. This is not good. And I think in this combination, most of the time as white, we should just cut, play this, maybe even just connect. This is not good, so we play like this. We have to push. Yeah, and here we just extend. And this is a core. Maybe you can push again. Maybe like this is fine. So we need to play here. So it would be something like this, or like this. And I think white is happy about this result. Or it's a core, like this. But this is not great. Like, now we don't need to play, we don't need to start it from the beginning. We can just play some move. And the point is that if you get it like this, white get 2 extra moves, and this result is not really good. And that's why this combination with this Hane is not really playable. Most of the time we consider only cross cut, or we consider this move. I think I played also this, but this is a bit scary to play. So in theory there is moves. You play A and B. Both of them are okay in the combination when we have these 3 stones. But almost never we play this one, only if we are going to crosscut. I think this is kind of the rules if you play with this Shimari. And Viktor didn't study this a lot. Okay, this one I'm not even sure, because probably we can just live. Which is like not great, but this is still some options. I think this is just way more forced. But in any case, white position is pretty good here. I think white is just... It's super clear what to do. And I don't know what black is going to do with this Moya. Okay, some cut. Yeah, and this was the game. So if white would just capture this and live with the bottom, there is no way it's even a game. I think this is game over. But he's not really confident he can live, I guess. Okay. Now I guess it should be alive. And black probably has to play this. So if we play here, there is a lot of agi here. Like, this stuff looks a bit risky. Maybe even you can play here, but I think the easiest way is just to play this kind of core and use the costrates from this group. Like this, and yeah, use one of these costrat. Eventually, probably you just kill it. Or maybe this group is also okay. Just try to kill something. Maybe it's not that easy as I think. And this one, 4 on 4, we need to play this. This is a bit not clear. Maybe it's still okay. So there is some Ashe. And this is what basically Viktor needs to look for. And about this, this is also a bit tricky. So need to know if we can kill white with this kind of moves. And it looks like white is not really alive. So I think this is still a game, and somehow it looks not bad for Viktor. I'm wondering, can we play this or not? But I think he managed to make the game complicated that I cannot see a clear way how to do it. Okay, this one was soft. I think this is you have to cut here. And I think like this, white is in trouble. But after this, white definitely capture. And now we have this can we live or not game, which is not so easy. So let's say we play here. This is not an option, so we need to play here. Then we play like this. And somehow it looks like it will survive. So I think this Kosumi is a losing move. Maybe he was afraid also. And if he plays this, something about this one. But again, you can just cut everything. Like there is enough liberties. We just capture. There is no problems at the moment. And that's probably the thing he missed. Yeah, and Lukas for sure should eliminate all Ashe. If we defend like this is clearly alive. Yeah. I mean, maybe there is you can find some ridiculous score. But again, there is so many costs. Like this is not realistic chance. Yeah. So I think in this game, it's clearly that Lukas would win. But Viktor managed to find a way. If he would play this, probably it could be way more difficult. Okay, maybe white. No, white decided to defend. But that's interesting. That's soft move. Probably he doesn't see that he's dying here. Because this is clearly dead. And if this is dead, white just lost the game. Or he goes for the compromise like this, but this is even worse because we kind of captured 3 stones, but we did it in Gotha. And yeah, now black can defend the center. I think this is might be over. Or I'm missing something. Which I'm not sure I am. Yeah. I don't clearly understand this game. Also, you know, white didn't cut at any point here. So it means that the moves like this are not really scary. So I don't really know. I think Lukas should gamble here, like before. I mean, I call this a gamble, but I just don't believe this group is ever close to be dying. Doesn't look like it will die. So yeah. And now black play this. Black play the combo. And I assume that, yeah, that now Viktor is like a huge favorite in this game. Okay. I mean, usually in this kind of situation, I always cheer for underdogs. And even though my prediction was that Lukas would win, I think if you're underdog and winning, it's always nice. So I would be cheering, like I think Lukas would win, but I would still cheer for Viktor. Okay, so he goes with a bit more complicated variation, and he probably thinks he's okay here, but the thing is that, like, even if this is dead, which is, like even if this is the reality, and even if this is dying, everything is dying there, I don't think we are really bad here as black. So maybe there is also some other moves, which I'm not sure. Like this can be. But even maybe we can try to find a way how we just sacrifice everything and then just play it something like this, this is that, and play something like this. Again, play here. I would assume this is still a ko. Let's try. Yeah, like this, it's black is losing, so maybe we need to play the ko. But anyway, it's like it's still a lot of problems there. Even by capturing a lot of points, is still a lot of problems, and I think that's the main problem of this. And you cannot let it just to cut the pure position like this. And so far, Viktor is doing great, I think. And this is just that. By, well, only by one liberty. But still. And this core, if we would play, there is another thing that we maybe can connect even. Because this is also doesn't look so easy. Yeah, this looks again dead. It's a lot of troubles. It's still complicated, but I think the variations are just better for black in this case. And I think Lukas would probably cut here to just go for the most complicated variation. I'm trying to find some way. And this looks like good for white. So yeah, we need to play this, yeah. This all is kind of forced. Anyway, we will see. This game is still far from being over. And I think here Viktor has really decent chances. Let's move to the first game, which was by far the most um, let's the most peaceful. Yeah, it's here, and it was most peaceful. But I think right now something is dying there, or not. Hmm. Okay. Let's see, where did we stop? So we stop here with some crazy exchanges. I think at this point as white he should be super happy to connect, because even if black connects, this is like you get nothing out of it. Also, this Kosumi with ABC, it's some value already, so we are not really unhappy about this. So I don't understand why Ben decided not to play the simple variation. Okay, so he go for the cut. This is slightly too much, because after this and jump, right is almost alive, I think. Hmm? For example, even now, if we Atari, so we play this Atari, play this is really difficult to handle. I mean, maybe white is can close this group and kill. They don't have any clue if it works. Maybe he thinks that Ben would sacrifice it. But again, if it's good, I'm not convinced that even giving up the Panuki is good. Feels like still black would survive here. But in any case, this whole fight looks just good for black. Maybe would be easier if black would defend here to be sure that group is alive, then he can cut in center, maybe get C, get more and more and more. This can be like just good, but he decided to take more cash and now he needs to get a bit less. Mhm. But this is the game and I'm not really sure what we are doing here. So if white would play this, what is our plan? I was considering this one, uh, but somehow it feels too much. Yeah, this is not good. So we need to find a way to get something, but it's not like we can get much, so I assume we play just this. Just need to be sure that our group is alive, which is probably not the case, and we need still to play upon this Kosumi. It's anyway big. Yeah, to play something like this. And at this point we need to count points already. Yeah. Maybe black needs to play some extra move. By the way, perfect timing for this. And I think this game, maybe even we can count like this. So let's try to focus on this. Maybe this one is bigger. This and this. Yeah. So something like this we can have as a final result. Mm, it's also it's a black choice in order that black decide to play simple or not. And if black is winning at this point, I think black should be happy. It just looks good if he can. So this is 8 on top 7. 30. 10. 5. 10. So this is what we have, which is 20, 50, 5, 70 points for black. 20. 35. Which means that white is slightly behind in this game, I think. I didn't count something on the top. Maybe there is something on the top, but I don't know. It's not really much. B5. So it would be 60 on 70 plus a move. Maybe it's still a game, but it feels like that at this point black is ahead. So black can just play simple. Doesn't need to be this kind of move. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't understand how does it work. This way. This looks like interesting combination, which I would never consider. There is some troubles with this. First of all is this move. We are aiming to cut it off, the group. So let's imagine we are successful about that. We managed to cut it off, but if white get this honey, all the combination doesn't make sense because white alive with a lot of points. So this move is just really wants to kill, and I don't think first of all black needs that, and second of all I think just black kind of losing the game that black should just win. And with this combo, even if you get this and if you play here, it's still not obvious that this is good. I mean, we still can play this, this, and this. And eventually we can now capture the 3 stones. So this is a core and we can just capture if we need to. Probably we don't need to do it even. So I think this is like a really good way to throw the game. And I don't know. Yeah, and right now also here I think we can just kill it like this. Or wait, yeah. No, this one is not working because of Atari, Atari, Atari. This one would work. Because now we can just defend. And then in theory we can get it like this, but this is not really clear also. So I assume the best one is this. This and this. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's still okay if black would play Hane. I think if it's, let's say, will not change the points difference too much, and plus black will end up in center, this is still okay. Unless black is losing the center and white play first here, then black just managed to lose the game. And at the moment it's not really clear. Like somehow I want to play this and then try to connect. And the problem with this all combination So in theory, you can get something like this. You cannot cut, but overall, now AB is center, then CD is also center. So group doesn't have to ice. And if the group doesn't have to ice, even if you run with E, you lose a lot. Because afterwards, let's say we are answering as white, most likely you need to play jump, but you cannot really forget about the group. So I think even now already white should be good. Altogether, I think this was not necessary. And like this group has always option to make twice. It's almost alive. This is certainly stand center, and then we play the next big move, or like this. And I think black is comfortably ahead here. Okay. But they need still to decide what will happen in a fight. Here. This. And this is the situation. Also, I think it's not that easy to find this. It's not easy to understand that you eventually don't need to do anything here. Like just connecting on the first line looks like a loss. This is not working, we are connected. Looks like it's not good to connect on the first line, but in this case, it's just if black at some point has to play here, this cannot be good for black. So I think, yeah, at this point the situation looks difficult for black. But still complicated. Okay, so about the time, there is 3 games and 3 games are still like going on. And I think players should have not a lot of time at the moment. This is my feeling because maximum is like, even by times it's 45, and let's say we have 120 moves, we divide by 3 plus 40 minutes. So at this point, both players like are around 10 minutes or something. Yeah, I think. And if players are around 10 minutes, you know, this kind of fight with the core, it's very difficult to play. Yeah, so we will see. I don't know. Did he play it or not? Or we are just here? Yeah, we are just here and white is thinking. And it feels like this is very crucial moment. Maybe I missed something. Maybe black can try to play some semi. But again, I think after this and after this semi-eyes, I mean, most of you can do is to capture something. But again, this is not really much. So I guess, yeah, this doesn't look so good. Yeah. So white made the move. Where it is. I think white, yeah, white played this. This is still gives black a chance to play this. Maybe with a Tari and this. Yeah, this is, I think maybe just, like if you can get Atari, it's amazing. I think black is fine. If black push, if not, it probably is still okay. But I think you need to, like this is correct move if you can get Atari. I think here the trick is that Atari by itself is more like a trick play. So it's really interesting that if you play just here, and usually if your opponent play A, he would respond on B. But in this case, I'm pretty sure that C is just making black position not really playable, I would say. So in this case, maybe there is a point to just give it. Let white play that one, which is a lot of points. And now you don't need to play this. And for example, you can try to get something out of the attack. Like try to play a bit more aggressive on the bottom and play around this not alive group, even though you give some points, but the group is unconditionally alive and you don't need to play Kosumi here. Hi Tongi. I think here is still complicated. I think both players play a bit too much in the fight. But I think, again, this is Ben and Valerii, and I think they will find a compromise eventually. He's like. And yeah. By the way, how is the temperature in France? Is it getting better or it's still super hot? Yeah. So about this game, I think we can stop because, like, I think if White would play this move, I don't think the game would be good for, like, maybe there is some call which I'm missing, but somehow I don't believe in these all combinations. This feels just too much. But if it would be like this is even not really playable, in fact. This is bad. I think white is just losing the game here. This we defend. Yeah, there is no way. So in this situation, you just cannot defend. You just have to play here. And that's why I thought that we need to play here from the beginning. If you play this and white get it, it's like not perfect, but it's okay. Maybe, by the way, the connection is center. Yeah, it is center. It looks fine. To me, I think this looks like even I would say good for black. Then we are unconditionally alive with our group and we just continue to put some pressure and try to kill the dragon. Right now after this, I don't know. Can we block? This is just dead. We cannot do anything here. And if we connect, yeah, this is the same story which was before, which is just not good for black. Yeah. Yeah, it's sad that it's so hot in France. Maybe tomorrow would be better, I don't know, and you can join. Because would be a lot of interesting games. I think from now on there would be a lot of games where would be 7, 8 done playing. Even now, like the weakest game which we are looking is Viktor and Podpera, which is not bad game. Eventually, it's so super competitive. Yeah, let's move to the next one. I will move it. So we are here, and this one I was really wondering if white can manage in this position to find a way. I don't know where is the game at the moment. Try to find it. Is it? No, there's just too many variations here. I think this is the game. Yeah, this is the game. What happened? Was not what I expected at all. I thought this is just dead. Was my feeling, and I was not really even considering something else because it felt so easy. But I guess the thing is that, yeah, that empty triangle. Hmm. This, I think the point is here that what I see, why Black didn't go for it, he didn't really see that each move in this area is sent to kill top. If he would see that, I am pretty sure he would go for this, because there is no way two groups are alive here. I think whatever you would play, it should be dead there. And that's why I think even this would be just, and like there would be moves that would be just killing two groups. And even if these two groups survives, Black has really easy time in this fight. But in the game it was way more competitive, I think. Connection and then empty. Wait, I lose the game a bit. So yeah, this empty has issues, a lot of issues in fact. This is one of them. If you need to cut like this is not great. So yeah, Black jump in a game. Point of this jump, deep white would answer. Now probably we can just kill it. I don't know about the Liberty race. Looks to me that white is losing this. Hmm. So we ignore it. Okay, this we block. This is such a complicated fight. Wow. And it's also so straightforward, everything. So here we need to play this. This. This feels like not good. So we are just maybe this. I don't know, it also looks not good. So we cannot really play this way. Here I'm afraid a bit about the ladder. I feel like I don't know much about ugly shapes here in this game. Do we go maximum? Do we play this? Probably we do. And then we just live with our group. And Black is not alive at all. I think it would be also not bad to play Hane. But somehow White managed to kill Black. This is amazing. And also Liberty Race doesn't seem to be so easy. I think we need to play this and then something there? Maybe not. Here the thing is that you need to be careful if it's alive or not. In my eyes, if it's a Seki, then I think everything is fine. I think also here it was super important to cut because this is like a massive cut by itself. You can play only here. This is dead. So this exchange just was necessary to play in any situation. But both players missed it. And now, yeah, we played this. Why not this? This is probably some Liberty stuff. But again, this is most likely Seki. So we built an eye here. And eventually it would be something like this. I mean, this is for sure sake. It's just too many shared liberties. So, yeah. Also, maybe there is some way to make it a ko, but I don't see it. Yeah. So basically, white struggles on the top left, and black may be on the bottom left corner. Uh, in theory, yes. But I think if black is alive, like if white handled this position, it means that this area was from the beginning most likely black. And now white lived, and also white, if white will make a seki, white also destroy the corner. So eventually white gets a bit more than black. And that's why I think this whole situation doesn't feel like a success for black. I think black just missed the chance. White lived with everything, and it feels... The only thing is like this kind of moya which black get, but still not really obvious what we are going to do. Still I don't understand this move. Maybe black can even defend. Like, this is just dying. Because again, this is group with I without the group without I. Here white is dead. If white cannot go out. And as for me, they cannot. I mean, this is the one you can hope for to cut it like this, but maybe we can play here. And then this. And this looks like we are just alive. Yeah, it looks so that black can just... This is also not hard to count. Or maybe this. 1, 2. Yeah, this is a big problematic a bit. Yeah, so this is the problem. And we need to defend. This was nice from Ashe that he counted, but still I think this is in any case better. Because now the cut is less severe. And black has to answer, yeah. There is no way you don't answer this. But in any case, I think all this fight was just good. Just, it feels like altogether this connection was too much and you just need to play here. I think this is the difference. And after some time, like, so where is the game at the moment? Yeah, at the moment they are playing this. Wait. I missed this. I see. I completely missed this. Mm. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I didn't see this, and now I think the situation is just that black just killed it. Well done. If it's just that. I completely missed this Tesuji. This was cool. So white can live in a corner? No, white is just dead. If white could live in a corner it would be great, but white cannot live in a corner. White just dying here. And there is also no way you can make it work. It's just too many inside liberties, and after this is game over. Maybe we can hope to kill this. But again, the amount of liberties is just too low. And I think also Ashe missed this. This is really nice move. And if Ashe would see this, he should play this way. This. And black has to live. I think locally, are we alive or not? This is not clear. 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's alive, but we probably lose some points. But eventually we can live, but it's also okay to answer. And I think like this, maybe it would be like close to be even. Yeah, the wedge was at Tesuji, yes. And I also didn't see it. And this was like a really nice plate. And this is, yes, now the game is over. And I think at this point white would resign. So empty didn't work. I'm also not sure that it was the correct way how he played this before. I think leaving with the group would be way easier altogether. But I also don't know if this situation is good enough for white. Probably is okay. I think eventually bottom is alive. You need to play here. But there is still a cut, which is super annoying. There is still some agi here. Maybe we need to play something softer. And even like this, it feels that white is not bad in this situation because there is a lot of agi. I assume that black needs to play soft. White is alive everywhere. So yeah, this probably is okay for white also. But Ali, I mean, it's just also there is some issues with the time, and yeah, the game. I think this game is already over. So I would go to the next one. This was nice performance, and even this like Ali managed to punish this empty triangle, which is nice. But I think this combo with the turn was a bit too much. And I think it started from this. Just taking another big move would be by far easier for white. Okay, let's go to the... No, white didn't live. How white could live? White just died. This is dead. I mean, you cannot do much. There's just one eye, just another, one group. Yeah, it's just dead. Black managed to live and there is no Seki anymore. The only chance was Seki. And again, this is not really a way. Let's go to the game 3. Or yeah, this is a Lukan game. Yeah, the crazy stuff was here. So basically it was the thing that I was talking about. My first intuition when I see this is that, this is that. But it's in all that in Semidori, which makes the situation not that obvious. And I think black is just winning this. This is my feeling. And I don't know if it's correct. So here there is some stuff. For example, I think this one is it center? Not really. Uh, but this is not that many points. This and this not that many points. So altogether, black managed to kill white corner, capture points here everywhere. Also, this is dead, but it's again not a lot because of Semidoris. So I think at this point black is winning. And this was kind of what I predicted. And basically, let's see, the game was this one. Wow. This is not a move I would consider at all. So he thought that capturing the group like this is might be worth it. Which I don't think it's true. I think this is just really bad result. This. And black gets so much in center that I think this game is not really competitive at the moment. You capture 20 points, but you give up your corner and that corner becomes black and black get extra side. This is very bad for white. So this is the game, and also here black kind of captures something, but white captures something, but it's not really that much. So again, it's a semidori. You capture some points, which is I don't know how many. Again, the same 20, but you invest here points, and you invest here points, and you need still to play moves inside to settle them later. So I think altogether this is fine. Hmm? Yeah, and I think black is just winning this game at this point. Yeah. Need to count. I will try to count briefly, but I have a feeling it shouldn't be close. So white have 70 points and black. Black has by far more. So yeah, as I thought, this game is not really competitive, I think. Yeah. By far more, I count like around 20 points, but I didn't count this for white. So maybe I'm a bit mistaken. Maybe I played, also I count a bit of Semidori. So let's imagine that it will be like this, this. Here we answer this. This is, by the way, super annoying. You need to answer here or capture. Then we played this, and yeah, something like here maybe. And maybe this is all. I don't know. And it feels like in this kind of situation, black is winning this by some points. Let's see what AI says here. Yeah, black is winning. I'm not sure Lukan can come back. So idea is this was a chance for black to win the game, I think. This is just over. I don't think this is a game. This is just over. 4, maybe you can capture it, but this is just, doesn't matter if you capture or not, this is just too much. You play inside a lot, so it feels like, yeah, about that, white really focused to capture, but black sacrificed and get a lot. I checked, AI says it's, if I count this, in fact, it's 2 points difference, which is, I think Lukas clearly understands that he's behind. And this is again the move that I think he should be dead because of that. Like, this is also he's dying. He cannot resist this stuff. The left will die. But he's playing on the edge and trying to get extra points because he understands that he cannot win. And AI says he was losing by 4 points in the normal endgame. But you know, it's not really normal endgame at the moment because he already get 2 extra points by pushing here, so he found the timing to push. That means because black made a mistake. It means it's still a bit more competitive, so it's like only 2 points for black at the moment, and Lukan, in theory, can manage to come back this. I'm thinking here is really big to play like this. Maybe not. This is an I know. This is not really much. The thing is, 2 points looks like it's not much, but in this kind of situation, when everything is fixed, it might be enough. There is only 4 stones on the first line. 4 stones on the first line. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe on the left, it was about the kill in the group. But in any case, this situation is still very close. And I guess, so if we play like this is center, we play this, we play this. This is, by the way, really important to play here. And then play this. And then maybe here. And then we play here, and I think this is just enough. Like this. Yeah, should be enough. Maybe also this. Here is a bit tricky. Maybe we cannot get it. Maybe Lukan can manage to win this. We will see. But anyway, with this one we can come back a bit later. Let's see what the other game will show us, which would be Valerii and Ben. I think that one was the most difficult one. And I think this is the game that probably we should check. Also, I'm not sure, maybe this is really big, but I'm not really 100% sure it's that big, as I think maybe not. Yeah, anyway, let's come back to the next one, because here is just endgame. And maybe we will just check the result. I think also Lukas is really good in endgame, so I wouldn't count him out yet. And 2 points is not like it decides a game or something, so I think it's still possible to kind of win or lose on both sides. So I thought on the edge. I mean, in theory, like I don't know where you are looking on a 4 stones on the first line, but if you is Lanke a Chinese tournament name? Yes. So at this moment, well, not at this moment, like last year, it was a tournament in China. It's called Lanke Cup. It's a big Chinese tournament, and it's sponsored by a Go school that time to time invites European players there to study Go a bit. And that's the main idea behind it, that like there is a sponsor who has a bigger tournament, by far bigger than this. I think the first prize there is like 200,000 euro. And this one is a smaller edition because the sponsor of that likes to sponsor a bit Go tournaments in Europe. Yeah. And that's why, like during this time, he sponsors a bit the European tournament. Also, there is a Chinese professional comes from for this tournament. It's called Zhao Bolong, his name, and he's also a student of that Go school and also a teacher for European team in the past. So yeah, this is how it works. Yeah, they will play Ko, and here it's just, still some time to decide what will happen. Let's go to the game Valerii against Ben. I think this is the last one where it's not clear. Like here, we will just check later what will happen. And it's this one. Um, yeah, here is the game. And basically what happened here. So it was what I predicted before, just because black was not alive. Yeah, so black was not alive. White got the endgame on the bottom, by the way, because again, black is not alive. There is no time you play it, so white will have a time. And now white is playing first on the bottom, and that's the main issue of all of this. That in theory groups are alive, but yeah, you need to live, and white get a lot of points. And altogether, this is just not good. And I think in this kind of situation, well, maybe this was unnecessary to defend. I don't know why he played here. This is interesting for me. Just defending would be so much easier. But probably he was afraid of something like this. But maybe this one, this is also not easy. Okay, but this feels like some miscalculation. In any case, it's better like this or like this. I mean, does it look like a problem? Yeah, it's a bit like a problem, but in any case, this is not a problem. This. So I think here Ben made a blunder. I just don't know if this blunder is enough. Because somehow Valerii is getting a lot of points in endgame. We need to defend. This all is connected. And then black get the top move. I think still white should be comfortably ahead here. So black has 60 and white. I think white might have less. So the bottom, maybe it was important just to defend. I think if he just defends and would be like this, I am pretty sure white is ahead by some margin. But yeah, that's, I mean, it's the difference like 5+ points, 5, 6. And now with all of this, I don't also know why he played there. I mean, whatever he would play should be okay. Also, another thing I also don't understand why not playing Ko here when as far as you are already ahead, so you can get it like this. And maybe would be better, just from the perspective of points. So there is a lot of questionable things that white is doing. So I'm not sure it's that good. Also here, like maybe the extension would be by far better from the perspective of points. It feels like that black decided that he already win the game, but it's not really true. And then white is just step by step is fighting back, and I think just everything is just falling apart from Ben hands. And this is another nice move. Yeah, probably black is winning this. 1, 2. Black got too much in endgame. Basically, black destroy everything in center here. Yeah. And there is no clear way how to fight it back. This would be not so many points. Black is winning this. Maybe, I think after this good result for white, on the right, he believed too much in himself, I guess. Also, I'm not sure why we didn't play this. So, what is the point here? So he was afraid of what? Of a call? I mean, it's the same, just you can play the call. I don't believe in this call at all, so I also don't understand how. And this way we are just dead, as far as I see. I mean, you can maybe capture 2 stones, but this is not really a point at all. So I think here Ben missed a chance to play really soft. This was clearly... I think this is almost the same as he didn't get much. And yeah, this turn would just give him a victory. Yeah. Hmm. Looks like, yeah, Valerii in a good shape. And he can... by the way, I know that, for example, Valerii took really risky way to go to this tournament. He goes like, he sleeps in a train. And just from the train he played the tournament. And this is in my eyes a bit amazing. When you sleep in a train during the night and you come back and you play 3 rounds, it feels really like I couldn't manage that. But also he's performing in a really good way. I would be afraid that after that the level can fall, like to some degree, but no, he's playing really good. And he completely steal this game in endgame. And now, yeah, Black is leading by like 5, I think. At least 5, maybe a bit more. Yeah, very nice performance. And yeah, I think at this point we can stop to check for this one. It's not on playing on internet. I mean, this is a live tournament. So he took the train from Berlin to Vienna. And you know, it's just a night train and you come back and you play immediately. But it's hard. You don't have like some time to reset. And most of the time you take a night, one day off, like you come back in the evening, like try to relax a bit, and just from the train and start to play is a bit difficult, I would say. Yeah. Okay, so Valerii will have 2 wins. Ali has 2 wins also. Um, and let's see if who will win, Lukas or Viktor. This is the last game, I think, which we can check. It was here, and they are still playing co, I guess. Okay. The co is still there. And I think this co... Well, who will win this co? It's not that clear. Both players have a lot of cost threats. I think here is huge cost threat because you cannot really play this. There is only one way how you can settle it is by capturing, and then it's more like 1 extra point you get. And here I think Black would get it. If it looks like at this moment that this course should be for Viktor, and if Viktor will manage to win this call, then yeah, the game is probably is good for him. Let's see what AI says here because it's already late. Phew. AI says it's a half point for black. It's so tricky. Half point. Let's try like this. So let's imagine white resigned the call. So it would be like white play here. We played this. Need to play here. We capture. White capture. Then we played this one. And just try to finish by taking the biggest move, which is here. I'm trying to make the easiest endgame. This is strange move. Yeah, this. Maybe also Atari first. This. Yeah, this is the standard way how it should be done, and like this, black is winning by 4. So what does it tell us? That in this case, there is no way we give this score for black. But this is, for me, it's the only way. But let's see. Was good. This, okay. But it means there is some cost rates on the bottom, which I don't really know how to do it. So probably this one, but again, this is very hard to say if it's a cost rate or not. And in a game, Lukas is thinking about that. So let's imagine we play here, we capture. It would be like this. Doesn't look like a way, but can we play here? Oof. This is a double call. This is so crazy. Probably this is not a cost rate. So he cannot. If he cannot play there, there is not much left. Well, there is some. Maybe this is not even a cost rate. I'm just thinking it's 6 points. But if I capture, this is a lot. Like, this is probably more. Also, this one is center. So eventually this score is not really that bad for white. And I think white would win it. And then we need to count if white would win the call. So it would be like this. This, Atari. What else? Atari we need to push. This is the way how black can play this. There is 2 moves, so it would be Atari this. This one is bigger. And this. Trying to finish it to see what is the situation right now. So this is the situation when, yeah, it's still good for black, +3. I don't know, like even if black wins the so basically even if black lose, it still should be good. So I think in this situation the game is slightly better for, yeah, and he goes for it. And the trick is that this is just not working. Ah, wait, maybe the extent is center. Okay, but it doesn't matter. Black would just answer. It's not really important also. So extent is center, you need to answer. It doesn't matter. The thing is that you win the call, but you still lose. I think. Or there is some miracle would happen. But there is really limited options for miracle in this game, I think. But it's like really M2 is a threat. Yeah, M2 is a threat. I think the threats by threats, I think white will win this. But even if you just play endgame, probably I miss something in endgame. I assume maybe there is some Tesuji which I'm missing, and then it's okay. But even with the Tesuji that white should find, AI says is black plus half a point. So I would assume that in this case there is really not a lot of chances. The best chance is that now black would capture and you jump, because this is probably alive. Yeah, this is the best chance that Lukas has, because if we defend, there is nothing here. This is just easily dead, and it means that there is not much you can do here altogether. And yeah. But he captures. And what you do on this? He completely missed that this is center or what? Or maybe this is the move. Give me a second. Maybe I miss also this. What is this? What do we have here? I think this is just a good way to throw the game. But again, maybe he didn't count that he's winning. This is the only way how we can continue this. So this. If we continue something like here, I think this is better to play this one. This. And this is alive. So we always play here. This is feels also. I don't really. I think it's just. Yeah. It feels like the game is just over this way. And black just messed it. Okay, like this. And what's the difference here? This is just the same. It's. I think he just missed the d2. Because there is no way you can do much. I mean, this core is not playable, and that's it. I think this is a bit sad, but this is not playable, so you have to let it live, and this is by far not enough. And also, this combo is not so hard to see, I think. This one would be a bit more complex. Maybe there is a way. I don't know. Maybe it's kind of possible. Ras 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, maybe this is fine. No, this is still looks like some core for Seki. And also you play so many moves inside. I think after this, you on all of this, you need to play inside, which makes it impossible. So I would assume this is also game over. And yeah, now basically, or I'm missing something, which is also possible. Maybe we can play like this, but I still think this is by far enough. This is 15 points, we get whalers. So yeah, Lukas managed. So I think at this point we can maybe stop. Oh wait, 1, 2. Well, the only thing he needs to find this, because if you play here, this is not working. So this is the only. Well, it still has some troubles. This is also working. In fact, everything is working here. So at this point, the game is over. I mean, not technically, but it will over soon. It means that if I will see the results, if there is some results, not really yet. So at this moment, I will stop and I will continue the stream today a bit later. The next round should start. Well, the idea is it should start 17:45, which I doubt it will start in 17:45, like it's 10 minutes ago. So I would assume there is a delay for 1 hour or at least 30 minutes. And I will try to start 30 minutes after they start a round. Yeah, Lukas found it. I think Lukas found the way. So yeah, this is the move, and so this is game over. Set for Viktor, but yeah, probably he was not sure if he is winning, if he is not winning the call. Yeah, everyone played well, and I think the pairing, I don't know who would play whom, but I would assume it would be, there is 4 people, and like Valerii, Lukas, both 7 down, Ali 3P, and Kim the Hube, I would assume. I didn't see the game, but I would assume it's the Hube. So basically, 3 7 downs and 1 professional player, they would have 2 wins, and they would just play each other. Yeah, and now I will have a break for like 1 hour, I guess, around, or maybe 1.5. It depends when the rounds will start, and then see you later today. Yeah, thanks for joining. Yeah, and see you later. Bye.